Endless bliss. Fourth fascicle 1. The 5 daily prayers, termed namaz. Every Muslim has to know by heart the 33 binding duties which are called fards. They are essentials, fards, of Iman, 6 pillars of Islam, 5 conditions for namaz prayer, 12 conditions for ablution, wudu, abdost, 4 principles for ghusl, ritual bath, 3 conditions for tayammum. 3. There are also scholars who say that tayammum has 2 conditions. In that case there will be 32 in all. The 54 fards, orders, are another matter and are written in my Turkish book Islam al-Aki 5. Performing Amr-i Ma'ruf and Nahi-i Munkar and not uttering any bad and ugly words are not included in the 33 fards, but they are in the 54 fards. It is fard for every Muslim who is sane and has reached the age of puberty to perform the 5 daily prayers. When a prayer time comes, it becomes fard for him, her, the moment she begins performing the prayer. If she has not performed it, and if there is time left enough to make an ablution and begin the namaz before the prayer time is over, it becomes fard for him, her, to perform it. If the prayer time is over before she has performed it without a good excuse, 6, not to do so, she will have committed a grave sin. Whether she has had a good excuse or not, qada will be necessary. The same applies to situations such as when a child reaches puberty, when a disbeliever or a renegade becomes a Muslim, when a woman becomes canonically clean, when an insane or unconscious person recovers, and when a sleeping person wakes up. It is fard for a new Muslim to learn the principles of namaz first. After learning them, it becomes fard to perform namaz. Sleep is not a good excuse if it begins after the prayer time has begun. If a person does so, it is fard for him to make sure that he will wake up before the prayer time is over, while it would be mustahab for him to make sure to wake up before the end of the prayer time if he were to go to sleep before the beginning of the prayer time. These 5 daily prayers add up to 40 rakats, units, out of which 17 are fard, 3 are wajib, essential, almost obligatory, and 20 are sunnat, as follows. 1 morning prayer, Salat al-Fajr, consists of 4 rakats. First, 2 rakats of the sunnat prayer are performed. Then 2 rakats of the fard prayer are performed. The sunnat, the first 2 rakats, is very important. Some scholars classify it as wajib. 2 early afternoon prayer, Salat Zuhr, consists of 10 rakats, the initial sunnat consisting of 4 rakats, the fard consisting of 4 rakats, and the final sunnat consisting of 2 rakats. The early afternoon prayer is performed in this order. 3 late afternoon prayer, Salat al-Asr, consists of 8 rakats. First the sunnat, which consists of 4 rakats, and then the fard, which consists of 4 rakats, are performed. 4 evening prayer, Salat al-Maghrib, contains 5 rakats. First the fard, which is composed of 3 rakats, then the sunnat, consisting of 2 rakats, are performed. 5 night prayer, Salat al-Isha, consists of 13 rakats. The initial sunnat contains 4 rakats. The fard also contains 4 rakats. But the final sunnat has 2 rakats, while the witr prayer has 3 rakats. The initial sunnats of the late afternoon prayer and night prayer are ghayri muakkada. When sitting during their second rak'ah, after reciting the Attahiyatu, the prayers of Allahumma salli ala and Barik Allah are recited completely. After standing up for the third rak'ah, the prayer Subhanaka is recited before saying the Basmalah. But the first sunnat of the early afternoon prayer is muakkad. That is, it has been commanded emphatically. There are more thawabs, blessings, for it. During its second rak'ah, as in the fard prayers, only the Attahiyatu is said and then we stand up for the third rak'ah. After standing up, we first recite the Basmalah and then the surah chapter of Fatiha. It is mustahab to perform 4 more rakats after the fard of early afternoon and night prayers and 6 more rakats after the fard of early evening prayer. In other words, it is very blessed. One can perform all of them with 1 salam or by saying the salam after every 2 rakats. In neither case, the first 2 rakats are deemed to be the final sunnat. These prayers, which are mustahab, can be performed separately after the final sunnat of the two prayers of namaz as well. The first rak'ah commences with the beginning of the prayer and the other rak'ats begin right after standing up, and each rak'ah continues until one stands up again. The final rak'ah continues until the salam. No prayers can be less than 2 rak'ats. All prayers contain an even number of rak'ats, except the fards of the early evening prayer and the witr prayer. After the second sajda, prostration, of each second rak'ah we sit. Each rak'ah of prayer contains its fards, wajibs, sunnats, mufsids, things or acts which disrupt prayer, and makruhs, actions, words, thoughts avoided and disapproved by the Prophet. On the pages ahead, we shall explain these in accordance with the Hanafi madhab. To the FA